and welcome back to Tehnsion Talks, where we talk about the tensions of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17. We are now on episode and we are ready to talk about the tea of Season 17. My name is Tehnsion. I am your normal host, but today my special guest is Natsh Dwitches. Natsh, tell them a little bit about yourself.
Hi everybody, welcome to Tehnsion Show. She is sick. But let me tell you a little bit, that's my sister and I live for her. I have been doing drag for 3 years. I feel like I'm still new in this scene, but I have, from Puerto Rico drag for 3 years. And nasty girl from South Florida, like, what's up? I'm like the Puerto Rican Barbie, but the nasty one.
Let's start that over one more time. Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to yet another episode of Tehnsion Talks, where we talk about the tensions of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17. We are on episode and I am happy to be back. My name is Tehnsion. I am your normal, your typical, and your favorite host. But today's special guest is Natsh Dwitches. Natsh, tell them a little bit about yourself.
Hi everybody, I am 26 years old. I am from Puerto Rico and I've been doing drag for 3 years, and I'm actually the Puerto Rican princess from South Florida, but the nasty one.
Come on, nasty Puerto Rican princess.
Hello, period.
So today we're going to be talking about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17, episode and to pick up where we left off, the girls are coming back into the workroom and they are gagged that Crystal Envy was sent home. I mean, she was a front runner going into this episode so far in the competition. What are your thoughts of Crystal going home?
Actually, like, I thought that she was not going home, but Mama Ru is the one that decides.
Yeah, I did see her going all the way to the end.
Yeah.
So then we flash forward to the next day in the workroom, and all the girls are coming in, and we are seeing yet another little spark from Corey King and Lydia B. Collins. They're basically dating at this point. They are screwing on set. There's actually another separate section on set where they're filming XXX stuff, and
period. I mean, that's my kind of TV.
They're very intimate right now, and we are seeing another relationship on RuPaul's Drag Race. Would you ever, attempt being in a relationship while competing?
I mean, yes and no, because I know the hard work that it puts you out and like you have to do, but I don't think so. I don't think that would be too much, and that'll actually ruin your process being in the competition as well. Yeah. In my opinion, I mean, at the end of the day, for them, I like it, but also, it's a little weird because you're competing, but you still get to do shit because you got someone to do something with.
Everyone else is in their hotel rooms just wasting away, and you're like, I have a boyfriend on set.
Literally. They are the smart girls.
Yeah, they said any hole is a goal, and this time it is Lydia Bahole.
The name says it all, my love.
Ooh. Is she the bottom or is Corey the bottom?
Oh, we never know.
So then we go ahead and RuPaul comes into the workroom and reveals that this week's challenge is the Rusical. Oh, yeah. And the theme is the Wicked Wiz of Oz. So it's like a combination of Wicked, the Wiz, and the Wizard of Oz. A little bit of everything that RuPaul loves. Now, I was gagged that she didn't say, and our guest judge this week is Todrick Hall. Oh. Girl, I bet you he is at home steaming.
But girl, it was Adam Stern, Yeah. It was Adam to come back.
Yeah.
But he was sick.
I love Adam Lambert.
He's Danny.
That's my husband. He don't even know it yet. Adam Lambert, you're my husband.
Period. You're my sister's husband.
So we go into the decisions for who gets what part, and we have another Susie delusional moment. We had 3 girls who wanted to be Kansas Dorothy, and it became this whole ordeal between Susie and Acacia, and Susie just starts putting Acacia down. She's like, you're very basically, and Acacia's like, what are you saying? And no one is letting Susie slide with it. And they decide to give Acacia the part. And Susie's not happy.
Well, in her delusional, she is not happy. But I feel after everything, I feel like she know what she was doing.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like some of the stuff is like, let me play this game. Let me play this. See how the girls, because she's smart rich.
Girl, and she was playing games because when Jules and Corey were going at it, mind you, at first they were playing and then they got in each other's faces. And I was like, dang, these girls are taking this really seriously.
Hey, am I good witch or a bad witch?
Right. Apparently a bad one. Damn. But then Susie tries to side with Corey, letting Corey become the good witch, and nobody was having it. So then we find out that Miss Corey and Jules decided who was going to do what. Jules decided to be the good witch, and Corey got to be the monkey. What part would you like to play if you were at the Rusical this time?
Well, the good witch.
You'd like to be the good witch?
Of course. Even though I don't know how to sing, but I'm going to give them that character and that experience.
I would be torn between being the Green Witch or being Kansas Dorothy. I would have loved to be Kansas Dorothy. But
I see you more as a Candace.
As a Candace? Who's Candace?
Oh wait.
A Kansas Dorothy?
Kansas Dorothy. I'm sorry. My English is not very good looking, but it's okay.
So now we get into the part of the episode where the girls are recording with Michelle Visage. And I think first up was Corey King, who was like, oh, I really wanted to be the good witch. And Michelle was like, so do you sing? And Corey was like, no. And I was like, how are you going to get a singing part and not know how to sing? How was that going to work out for you?
Mommy? I'm telling you, like, I don't know what they were thinking, but
yeah, they were.
And regardless if they would have got the good witch or they still made it to
the bottom.
So
yeah, I mean the Rusical, the one where you need to sing and you can't sing, and you wanted to take the big part. Role. Like, come on, use your brain, girl. But then we also had in the other group Susie, Anya, and Acacia. And first Susie goes, and of course goes off with it. Yeah, absolutely. Does a great job, great vocals, great emotion. And then it goes into Anya.
Very good as well.
Yes, Anya was also very good.
She was giving you that like gospel and like
the gospel feel, the soul,
and the song, the shaking. When I saw the performance, I was like, okay, period.
Yeah, and it was very much like you could tell she resonated with the song and the backstory. But I also noticed another chink in the armor. Susie's realizing she's not the only one who can sing on cast,
right? And
she's feeling a little competitive against Anya because they both have 2 wins. So they're trying to see who's going to get the 3rd win. And Susie's like, this is supposed to be my challenge. And Anya's like, you thought.
They're like, now they're getting like a little rival, between them. But it's cute at the same time.
Yeah, I like the competitiveness.
Like between sisters, we're competing, bitch, but
Exactly. And then after that, Acacia goes up to record and does her best. I don't know if Susie got under her skin or...
Yeah, but for me, I feel like it did, and then instead of her going all the way, she just stayed very, very mellow, very summertime sadness.
I got that summertime.
Yeah.
Sweater weather.
Whatever.
Do you know what I said?
No.
Sweater weather.
Oh, what.
And then another notable moment with the recording was Sam Star doing Cher, which is also, I'm not gonna lie, I would have loved to do Cher only because I knew that the judges panel is obsessed with Cher. You can't go wrong with Cher if you do it well. Even if you do it mediocre, they're gonna eat it up. So long as you don't flop.
Right. I feel you, girl.
Yeah, don't disrespect Cher.
But Sam actually did a really good job.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at the beginning was sounding like Elvis, but when Michelle, like, pushed them a little bit more, he spot on.
Yeah.
Spot on, like, with the voice and the Cher voice, so
yeah.
I lived.
Yeah. And then we find out that everything's going to be choreographed by Jamal Sims, who is so handsome.
I know.
That's Jamal, my other husband.
I'm here.
You can have him, so long as I have one night with him.
Not bad, I don't mind sharing.
You sure about that?
Okay.
Sharing is caring. That's
sisters.
Exactly.
This is what sisters do. We share.
Sometimes.
I would like to say, though, when it came to the choreography, it was refreshing to finally have a season where a girl didn't have 2 full left feet, where she couldn't dance at all.
True.
So this was like the smoothest choreography session that I've seen in a long time.
Well, maybe it's what we saw. Maybe.
Maybe someone struggled.
It was a little bit more, because I know Anya had a little bit, she had to like learn a little bit more, you know what I mean? So I feel like what we got to see wasn't fully what it was going on at that point.
Right. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to flash forward right into the musical challenge. We're going to talk about how we thought each entertainer performed and then go from there into the runway. So let's go ahead and start with Susie. She was the first one, the Green Witch.
Yes.
What did you think of Susie?
I actually enjoyed it. I feel like she was in her moment and something that she's comfortable with. She did a really good job, and the only thing I would have wanted was more like with the look. Yeah. Like bigger earrings so I could like see the dimension and stuff like that. Shining like with her face. She did pretty good makeup too.
You sure about that?
But I enjoyed her. I enjoyed her performance on the way.
You thought her makeup was good?
I mean, for what it was seen, like...
I hated her makeup.
Really?
Yeah, it was like patchy and chalk. Like you can see her skin tone around her mouth and on her neck, and I thought, for someone who's done theater, you would have thought that she'd done Elphaba makeup or the Wicked Witch makeup before. And it was just very like... Well, you got green on your face. That's nice.
Okay.
I expected more. And also, you're on Drag Race, so I want better makeup skills.
No, I understand where you come from. Yeah, definitely. But
she looked green.
No, I for what it was shown, I liked what I saw, you know? Yeah. When it comes to performance and everything put together. For me, it was just like, I wish I would have seen different earrings or better.
Some bigger earrings, more drab.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I thought her makeup was the thing that needed help. But her performance was pretty okay. It did feel a little one note where I was like, this is good, this is clean. For a theater kid, I expected more. Like, yes, this is a theatrical production, but you're also supposed to be overacting. This is most of what we do. Well, most of what they do on Drag Race when there's an acting challenge. It's supposed to make Rue laugh. It's supposed to be really funny and it was nice. It was clean. But it really, it felt like it was lacking the stuff that'll make it the next level. Right. After that, we had Miss Jewel Sparkles, who was the Good Witch. A little Miss Ariana moment. She did kind of look like, because Wicked wasn't even out when this was filming. And it looked pretty close to Ariana Grande's Good Witch, Miss Glinda.
Actually, I see it. I see it.
I personally, I thought this one was really cute, really cutesy, but also, baby, I understand you're not used to wearing a breastplate. I understand you didn't provide the breastplate. You should have done a test run and at least spray adhesed the fabric to the plate. That way, though, I mean, it was still a good number, though. She did a good job.
I think she did amazing.
Yeah.
That bitch turned it out. She said, ew, ew, ew. She said, titty, titty, titty.
She hit every beat, that's for sure.
Yeah. And that, I live. But I could say the only thing I wish, like, you know, it would have been like, hey, knowing what you were going to do and the party falling off and stuff like that. Just for, you know, TV purposes.
Yeah. At least it's not on logo where they'd have to blur it out.
Right.
Yeah. So next up, we had Miss Arietti as the Scarecrow, and it was all about, having a brain and having to turn her brain off. I thought she looked cute. It wasn't a memorable performance. It wasn't bad. It was clean, but
I liked it. It was very safe zone. It was very safe zone. The whole, even with the Arieri, Lexi Love, and Lana.
Yeah.
It was very safe for all of them.
Yeah.
It was very mellow, and I enjoyed the performance. For me, it was just like,
yeah, it felt like I don't normally do musicals. I don't know much about musicals. I'm gonna do what the music tells me, and I'm gonna follow my choreography, and I'm gonna have fun doing this as much as I can.
Right.
But I mean, at the end of the day, when you're doing a musical, you're just in drag and you're having fun and overacting as much as you can. So, this is a pretty safe performance though. Also right after her, we had Miss Lana Del Rey, who was the Tin Woman, whose song was about having too much of a heart now, and I thought she looked stunning. Her makeup was beautiful. That is one thing that I've been able to consistently say all season, is that her makeup is stunning. I've never disliked her makeup. Her performance, her choreography, she really hit it very well. It was odd that as the Tin Man, or Tin Woman,
more.
Yeah, it should have been more stiff or more like clap, clap. She was very smooth and fluid with her performance.
Right.
But I mean, that's nitpicky. I think her look was nice. She had the holographic pieces on her face. I think overall she looked good.
No, yeah, Lana was very, very well. And the way that she was moving, it wasn't really Tim Mancy, but it was smooth and like sexy at the same time. So it made you feel good when you saw it. And to be honest, her makeup was thinking, I live like how everything was meshing the same.
Yeah. The only thing I didn't like was her vocals were not it. But she's also not a singer. And then her facial expression the entire time was entire time. So I wanted more dynamic in her facial expressions. But other than that, she was clean, safe, wasn't a bottom, wasn't out of this world.
I wasn't a top, so.
Yeah, so. And then after that, we had Miss Lexi Love as the cowardly lion, who suddenly had all the bravery in the world. I will say I liked the attempt at doing the lion's voice. But yeah, where was the growling, the snarling, and the whoa. Like I kind of missed that, and she swung and she kind of hit. It was like a bunt.
I feel that if she would have added that, or the or something, it would have put her in a higher position.
Yeah,
because
or like
that
like some, the cowardly lion.
Yeah, that would have pushed more from the safe zone than Lana and Arieri, because she did a little bit more of that character when it came to the voice.
Yeah, if she would have done more. I did notice a few times in the choreography she did slip, and a few times she almost fell.
Yeah.
So that I was like, ooh, I'm surprised they didn't catch that. But I have noticed they've been very light on the judging with Miss Lexi quite a bit. A few times where she should have gotten critiques, she didn't. Like, example, last week, how can you bomb Snatch Game and be in the top? This is just another example. It does feel like they're giving her, like, she's gonna scoot by, and then towards the end she's gonna, like, blow up and do very well. And probably win the season. It's very much a winner's edit so far.
Okay, I see what you mean on it. I mean, for me, I feel like she's good, and obviously we're probably gonna see more.
Yeah, and
than what she has brought, and I can't wait to see as well. But I understand where you come from when it comes like it's a little bit slime by. There's certain times they should have been a little bit more harsh.
Yeah, let's talk about her struggles.
Yeah, like should have been more harsh, but so far she's doing a lovely job.
Yeah, she's still in my eyes, one of the more polished, one of the better performers on cast.
No.
So yeah, this was a pretty safe performance though. So next up we had Miss Sam Star, who came out as the Wicked Witch of Eastwick. Cher,
right.
And
Great.
yeah,
I'm great.
yeah, the Cherisms. I'm great.
Cher meets Kermit. Do it again, do it again, do it again.
Yeah, do it this time, but flick your hair back.
I'm great.
I'm great.
I'm great.
Oh my see, there's two ways you can do Cher.
My way or her way.
Whoa.
What water?
I'm Cher, bitch.
I'm Cher, bitch.
Whoa.
Oh.
We were talking about this off camera, where Cher's probably the best character to have for a musical or for any challenge, because Cher is loved and they obsess over Cher on set. And even if you do a mediocre Cher, you're gonna get by or you're gonna win, because the Cherisms are so strong.
Yeah. No, and I think about it, it's like she's an icon, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And that.
As long as you don't do bad.
Listen, she is.
I'm great.
Mommy. I'm great. Sam did her thing, and like I said earlier, she spun on with the boys. After Michelle told her you need to step up your pussy up, she let loose and she did what it needed to be needed. It needed to be done.
It wasn't Elvis, it was Cher.
It was Cher. and she had the mimics and everything, how she was lip sync. It was giving that. And I feel like that's what got her to the position that she got.
Yeah. She did a very good job, and she took direction very well when Michelle was telling her exactly hey, you should do this, hey, you should do what about this? And I'm sorry, it broke my heart to hear that Sam Star's introduction to Cher was burlesque.
Oh.
I'm like, y'all, you didn't hear anything of Cher? You're that young.
I mean, I'm young too, bitch. I met Cher through
burlesque.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my heart.
I'm sorry.
You too?
Yeah.
Oh, my heart. How old are you?
I'm 26, my love.
We were born on the same day.
Oh, that's right. You're both.
Yeah.
I'm crying in millennial right now. Yeah, I was kind of sad that is her introduction to Cher. But, I mean, she did a really good job for someone who didn't know a whole lot about Cher. And, I mean, Michelle was right. Burlesque is a great introduction to Cher because she was very Cher in that. Next up, we do have Lydia B. Collins and Corey King as to the two monkeys.
Mommy. That was a little hard to watch, not gonna lie. I enjoy how they complement each other and performings and everything. It was cute, but I feel that Lydia was more in character than Corey.
Yeah.
I feel like Corey got a little bit in their head.
Yeah.
At the same time, they were like, what am I doing? You could tell that they were a little lost.
Yeah.
And that's what, got them to the point that...
Yeah. I agree. Lydia did good. Her makeup was really cute. I really liked how graphic it was. But, Corey looked like her makeup was just smudgy and, in the few moments where she was supposed to pop around, she couldn't quite get around Lydia. And, at one point, it didn't even look like she was lip-syncing it because you couldn't even see her face.
Yeah, that's true. You can say that because when she was going up, you could barely see her mouth. I feel when it comes to the makeup, I feel that the only thing that she has been doing is just the blue color.
Yeah, I'm so tired of seeing blue eyeshadow.
That's the only thing that my critiques, I feel like I want to see a different color and see how it looks. You know what I mean? And see, what other style of colors.
Watch next episode, she's going to do just pink.
Well, I'll be happy.
Yeah, it's different than blue.
Yeah.
I Corey, this was just a big miss. I could tell she was going to be in the bottom immediately. I was like, this is rough. Lydia, I thought Lydia was going to be safe no matter what. So after the two monkey twins, we did have Anya Nerve as Harlem Dorothy. And I thought this was so good. It was like a little like dip of flavor in the entire cast.
Yeah.
Like, she was the only one who had soul. She had the best rhythm of everyone. I honestly thought she was going to win this challenge.
I agree with you, Katya. I really enjoyed what she brought to the table. Her singing, the way that she performed it, it was giving me pure soul.
Yeah.
Like, it was giving me, hey, like, I'm here for the win. I'm here to do what I gotta do and show you what's on your nerves made of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even though I didn't like the kitten heels, but...
Yeah, the kitten heels, girl, you got it. We're
you
gonna
could
call
take-
PETA.
You could wear some bigger heels, bitch. You could dance.
Yeah.
Even though we saw that she struggled at the beginning, but she got it. How your mom said, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like everything was good. I
Yeah.
liked it.
I agree. And honestly, it felt like this could be production, this could be editing. It felt like this number, all the choreography, the music to it, it felt like it was set up to win. Like it was the cleanest choreography, everything was just more wow than the rest of the musical.
Yeah.
Or the
And the dancers were more, even the backup dancers, they were dancing more. They were giving more feel than everything else, because everything else was more like, you know.
It was like the magical moment of the musical. But so we both thought she was a top contender, and I personally thought she was going to win.
I feel you.
So after that, all of the contestants go off stage, and then Dorothy, Kansas Dorothy, pipes up. She goes, "What about me? I just want to party like everyone else." So Miss Acacia forgot.
She got forgotten.
She tried her best. So she had her moment as Dorothy, and it was supposed to be this super strong power ballad. And I hate to say it, this read as a new queen who's not used to doing ballads, who's not used to standing in one spot and serving drag ballads. She looked uncomfortable until the emotional part hit. And when the emotional part hit, like, it looked really good in her eyes. But leading up to that moment, it was dry. Mama, it was the Sahara Desert. It was not good. It was rough. Not the worst musical we've ever had, but it was not great.
I agree in most of the parts. So her look was spot on.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that Susie got in her head a little bit.
Yeah.
Playing her little minds, my delusional, girl. But I feel like that got her in her head, and instead of her going big when singing, she stayed very monotone, very mellow.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, didn't make her shine. Because when she was singing, she was so mellow that you couldn't feel the emotions. Yeah. And basically, like, you wanted to give that emotion, and at least by you singing or them, like, giving the emotion more in the face, it would have hit the mark.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, when it comes to all this Dash challenge, the important is to make Rue laugh and to make sure that she's looking at you the best, you know?
Yeah. And, like, don't get me wrong, the musical's not supposed to be like Broadway, but it should be like Broadway. Right. And it was like Broadway. I want to see something like, you have the Susie Toots who are like la da da da, la da da da, and then you had like everyone else who was just like la da da da, and then you had Acacia who is Acacia and Corey who were just. Alright, so now we are on the runway portion of the evening. For those of you who are new here, let's explain what the rating system is like. If we really like the look, it is either a yes or a soft yes. If it's like a if it is a no, like a chop, it is an absolutely not. A chop, burn it, kill it with fire. Or we can give a soft no, we're like, no. And then the middle ground is a meh. You really don't want a meh. I don't know why, but it sounds like it's worse than an absolute.
I feel like I'm in the emoji movie. Meh.
Meh. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with Miss Rupaul, who showed up in this bright platinum blonde, almost white wig with this light powder blue eyeshadow with this nice crease in a powder blue dress.
Yeah, like, Beautiful, stunning Mama Ru.
I thought it was pretty.
It
complemented her shape very well.
Like it was giving me like
Yeah.
very sensual, very I am mother.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna give props to Raven. Raven been doing her shit with that makeup. Sickening. Living her muñeca.
Muñeca. I don't even know what that means.
Doll. Living her doll. Muñeca.
Gotcha. Es muñeca.
Que perra.
But yeah, it's a yes for me.
Yeah. That was yeah.
Alright, so moving over to the contestants. First up, we had Miss Susie Toots, who came out in this nice nude champagne illusion. What would we call this? I don't know.
Like a bodysuit, like a cute
No,
little...
it's not a bodysuit.
No,
I mean
like a swimsuit.
Yeah, like a swimsuit cut with glass.
It gave me swimsuit pageantry moment, and I live for it. I love how the umbrella has stones, and it went with the outfit. I feel like that was like the details as well. That's why they liked it.
Yeah.
But let's say if they wouldn't have stone, they wouldn't have placed where they got.
Yeah.
In my opinion, by the outfit.
For me, I really did like this look. I think she looked really cute, very clean. It fit her well. It was shiny, and the skin tone matched the fabric colors very well. Like everything complemented. I thought this was one of Susie's best runways so far.
I actually I agree with you. It's very chic, very demure, very cutesy. It gave what it needed to be getting. Like I said, the details, that's what made it one of her best look. If there was no detail, it would have just been a simple.
Next up to the runway, we did have Miss Jewel Sparkles, who came out in a beautiful glitter gown with a beaded parasol. Very much giving...
Wednesdays.
Yeah, Wednesday Addams, like a high
it was giving me that.
Yes, it was. Wednesday Addams.
It's giving morning. It's giving morning.
I mean,
whatever.
I guess. It's giving very goth.
Yeah. Very, very Jennifer body.
Yeah, and she looked good. I liked it. This is a yes.
Yeah,
very clean. Yeah.
The only thing I'm a clock was the wig. That you could see that the wig was a little old because when she was gluing it on.
It's all folded. And
it's folded like the lace is fucked up.
Yeah.
Clean your lace, mama. But the makeup and everything, the look was very, very good.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Next up to the stage, we did have Miss Arietti, who showed up in a Latin-inspired gown with a parasol. I did think this was really cute. Yeah. It was a very safe look. Very reminiscent of some of her other runways. Actually, of her first runway, where we all thought she should have one. Where they had to make the episode that Lucky got sent home on. But I thought it was a really cute look. It was just very pretty, and yeah.
No, if Arietti came out, like, it was very pretty, very Latina, very giving me that Selena vibe with the red and the black and the flowers on the hair.
Yeah.
It was a cute look. It wasn't like how other looks that she had made.
Yeah.
So for me, I give it like a save, like a meh.
Yeah.
To give her that.
I wonder,
it would be a dress that would have been more detailed.
I wonder if she used this dress as the base and inspiration pattern for the first sewing challenge, because it
was kind of similar.
Yeah.
I think that's what she did actually.
Yeah, which is smart. It worked. Next up to the stage, we had Miss Lexi Love, who showed up in a very high fashion turn on this, and I loved that the parasol was a head fascinator. I loved the human hair unit. It looks human hair. I don't know if it is. It looks like human hair. The platinum with the gold bra section or gold boobs. It was very well done. I loved this.
No, yeah, definitely Lexi Love was a good runway. Like the details of the gold and the breast and the golds and the arms. And the fact that she was the only one that was not using the product with that.
Very unique.
She stood out because she actually used the, how do you call that shit?
The
the
handle.
cane.
Yeah, the handle.
As the handle is a cane.
Yeah.
And then she had the parachute on her head like that, which I really, really enjoyed.
Yeah. And I love that there was gold on top
Mhm.
of the hat.
So it could match with, and to be honest, if you see the fabric, how it's cut off, it has a little bit of gold in it too, which is very pretty.
I thought this was very pretty.
Mhm.
So this was a yes for me.
Yeah, it was a yes as well.
After that, we did have Miss Sam Starr, who showed up in a Taylor original. I say that because this looks just like one of Trinity's gowns. It could have been Trinity's gown. I couldn't find it online. But this was very well done. It looked so good on her.
Yeah.
I think she wore this hair when she won Miss Glamorous Newcomer. If not, then it's one of her promo pictures. But overall, very cohesive, very beautiful. And her makeup this runway was my favorite she's done.
Yeah. No, she looked gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like you said, I feel like it looks like a Trinity's gown, the same silhouette basically. But I mean, that was her mother, so what we could expect.
Yeah.
When it comes to that full gown and everything, very spot on, very beautiful.
Yeah.
And I love how the parachute matches with the gown, and the silhouette was good. Like it was a good win for her.
Yeah.
And it was a good runway as well, even with the shower. So.
Yeah. My only gripe with it is the dress was too long. That's also another dead giveaway that I think it was Trinity's, because also it looks like she had to pad more than she normally does, which if that's the case, do that more because it complements your body so well. That level of padding is just perfect for you, Sam. Like I loved it.
No, and also one thing that I want to point out, Sam, you have a beautiful smile. When you smile and that light is hitting you, bitch, sickening, and the makeup looks flawless.
Yes. So this is a yes for me, undeniable.
Yeah, same here.
Next up to the stage, we had Miss Lydia B. Collins in an awful sheer fabric with roses, where you could see full nipple. I liked the idea of the headpiece. I didn't like the execution of the headpiece. She has this strange obsession with headpieces that don't really look that great, and it bothers me.
Maybe that's her brand. Maybe that's her brand. I do not like the look.
Yeah.
Personally,
I
think that she could have done better.
Yeah. It's a chop. It's enough.
Yeah, it's very, like, I didn't like it at all. I feel like it doesn't complement her the way that other outfits and stuff have complimented her.
Yeah.
Because she is cute, but the headpiece, I wish she would have just came out with the headpiece instead of the extra
of everything else. I'm also like, you are so good at makeup. Why are you constantly trying to cover it? Like, that's, to me, the best part of your drag that we're seeing so far on the show. But maybe we have more to see. I don't know. It's an absolutely not for me. I can't excuse.
Yeah, no, I didn't like the look. But I feel like if she would have just executed different or put up more detail and stuff like that, it would have been a cute look.
Yeah.
But to be honest, the way that it came out, no.
You could fully see her nipples through it.
Yeah.
Next up to the stage, we had Miss Corey King, who did a Dorothy.
Choices.
Kansas Dorothy. I thought this was a very clean, a very simple look. The chances of doing these two on the same day. The thing that there's two things I really don't like about this. First thing I don't like is the fact that her parasol is coming undone as she's modeling.
It's breaking.
The fabric is coming up. It's just, it looks like it's just an umbrella that she put a bunch of fabric on.
Right.
Which, smart, crafty, great, if it holds up, and it doesn't hold up.
Right.
And then the other thing I don't like is, once again, we are seeing blue eyeshadow, which at least for this look, it looks okay. But like, I want to see something different. I don't understand. I don't understand what it is with some of these girls getting on Drag Race doing the same thing over and over, not having any variety. Like, you didn't prepare more than one look, makeup-wise.
Mommy, choices are choices. Choices. Thank you. I mean, I'm gonna tell you about the look. I didn't really like it. First of all, it was super simple. Every other gown at least has something that shine. I would have loved for her to put some stones. You know, at least it would have given more.
Also, this lace is used.
Yeah. Also,
I say this as my lace is crunchy. But
no.
I'm not on the show.
So basically, I'm gonna tell you, I agree with you. The umbrella is like falling off. So
Yeah.
and
Is it an absolutely not for you?
no. I didn't. It's not that I didn't like it. It was just there wasn't the details and the fact that you thought that you were gonna do the same look as the same challenge. It was gonna no.
Yeah.
I think it didn't work out.
I think this was a soft no, just because it is still a clean look. It's just not a great look.
No, it's very clean.
Yeah.
But it just for me, I wish, like Adam said, like some applicants, some glitter to it,
Some showmanship to it.
Yeah. Because it very looked like okay, and then very like a bodysuit, you know what I mean?
Next up to the stage, we had Miss Anya Nerve, who showed up in this gorgeous yellow. At first, I wasn't sure how I felt about it, just because I was like, the chiffon looks... I don't like how from the profile, it swallows the bottom half of her body and makes it look muddy. But then from the front, it accentuates her shape so beautifully. And I love her makeup in this one. This is my favorite makeup she's done so far this season.
I agree with you. Very, very. This look, I actually very enjoyed it. I love the yellow. It complements her skin. Very beautiful. The hair, the earrings, the makeup, and her smile as well. Like when she was walking, you could feel that she was at ease with everything that she's been doing.
Yeah.
And when it came out to the her corset, she was the only one that was different.
Yeah.
Basically, everybody else was very gown and very same silhouette.
Predictable.
Yeah. She came out and brought something different. I feel like that helped her as well to be for one of the top or even same.
Personally, even with her runway, I thought the only thing I would have changed is the hair. I feel like this is the second time I've seen her wear this wig. I could be wrong. I think
you're wrong.
I think I'm wrong?
Yeah, because this is the first time I've seen her, because last week she wore like a big hair and everything, and the other weeks,
I feel like I've seen her in it, maybe for one of the mini challenges or the
probably,
challenges.
yeah.
But I mean, it's a lot to bring that much drag with you to Drag Race, but I wish for this runway, like, a nice coiffed hair would have been nice. Would have set it.
I see it.
The next level.
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah. But I still like it. It's not. What she presented was good.
Yeah.
And if she would have done that last step, I think it would have taken it to the next level. And I mean, which is what the show's all about. Like, it's finishing school, basically. But yeah, I loved this look.
Yes. A yes for me.
Yeah, it's a yes. And next up to the stage, we had Miss Acacia Forgot, who, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this is a cute runway. It's not like the best, it's not like wow, but like it had some wow factor to it. It was clean. This one reads a lot more goth than Jules did, with the lace parasol umbrella. I loved the triple stacked wig. Yeah. It was just also very simple.
Yeah, I agree with you, sister. The whole outfit was cute. I love from here up. Everything else was it was just like a corset with some fabric. I'm just gonna tie it on and let it hang. Like, that's what it gave. It's cute. I'm not gonna say that it's not, but I just like that originality from here up. Here down, very simple.
Yeah. And I do like, she did have the smallest parasol.
The
smallest umbrella.
Right, that was another cute little thing. Yeah. But remember, because she's having the other ones, it was trying to give the affection of it.
Yeah. Honestly, it was still cute. And then next up, so this was a soft yes for me.
Yeah, soft yes.
Okay. Next up to the stage, we have Miss Lana Jarre, who shows up in a little black gown, vampiric moment, wearing Lux's wig that Lux wore on the first challenge she ever won. And I'm gonna go on a rant once again.
I could.
Baby. Only one episode on this season has she not made a reference to Lux. You are on Drag Race as Lana. You are not Lux 2.0. I want to see what you bring to the table. And clearly, you are holding on tightly to Lux's coattails.
Yeah.
And it's giving, I'm a Nepo baby. I have nothing else but being a Nepo baby. I'm a good performer, and there's nothing else to me. And it's disappointing because I'm sure that's not the reality. I'm sure there's so much more to you, but you are not presenting that on the show. You are presenting Lux 2.0. And it's disappointing because there are thousands of queens across the country who could have auditioned and been on the show. And instead you took up someone else's slot to be someone else. And not even to be yourself. And it's so hard to watch. And casting producers, if you're watching this, and I know some of you are, you need to make better choices. I'm tired of Nepo babies. Nepo babies who can't stand on their own. Because every episode, except for one, she has referenced Lux. And I'm like, I hate to be annoyed by it, but I'm like, there's so many other girls who could have had this opportunity and shown the world who they are and shown the world how much of a superstar they are. And instead, you're getting the leftover shine of someone else's star.
I see your point. I feel like when it comes to it, that's probably how we seeing it. Mm-hmm. But I also want to give a shout out, like she's very happy or very
proud
mm-hmm. that Lux is her mother and made it far, and it's a sickening performer. Lana, you are very sickening, very beautiful. Yes. Like the gown was sickening. I just feel that sometimes you need to come and show us Lana, and you don't even have to say that what you're wearing is Lux. We see, we already know, you know what I mean? It's just, I feel, for me, it's just, give me more of your energy, give me more of you. Yeah. And I love that you are praising Lux because that's your mother, and you're happy and proud of it. But also, like, be proud of yourself. Yeah. Because you have created Lana, you've been doing all of this to be on the show, and now that you're on the show, you give the props where props are due, but also show that, hey, like, I'm proud of what I made Lana and what Lana has, like, made me, you know what I mean? That's the only thing, like, I agree with you, but also, like, hey, I see it this time, because I could put myself in her shoe and think different ways, so.
Yeah, like, and I'm not gonna lie, I've also been hard on Sam because I feel like most of her runways have been Trinity's drag or Chantel Sparkles' drag. And I'm like, I want to know what got you on the show. I want to see you present yourself on the show. But, like, I understand Drag Race is expensive. Yeah. But the difference between Sam and Lana is Sam isn't saying, this is so-and-so's, this is so-and-so's. She's making it her own. She's adding things to it. She's adding her own flair. And then this is just like, oh, this was Lux's. Ooh, Lux this. Lux is my mom. Lux this. And, like, I get it. You're proud of it. But, like, we are completely losing who you are.
Yeah, I could see where you're coming from.
Outside of that, I do think this is a cute look.
Yeah.
It's a soft yes for me.
It's a cute yes.
All right, and that does conclude today's runway. Now, what is a quick idea that you would have worn for this kind of runway?
To be honest, I would have made a gown of umbrellas.
Oh, that would have been cute.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, would have made the gown of umbrellas and then had a big umbrella over it with, like, a lot of, like, the long chandeliers coming down. And then you would have opened it and come out, like, that would have been sickening. Yeah. Something like that.
I probably would have come out as, like, a cartoony vampire who, like, is half on fire with a tiny little parasol. It's, like, this tiny, and I'm like, and that would have been so campy and so funny. Yeah. And I just thought of that. That would have been one of my options because I think that would be so funny and so cute. Then we get to deliberations, and we find out that the top queens are Susie Toot, Anya Nerve, and
Sam Star.
And the winner ended up being Sam Star. Did you agree with this?
I actually totally agree, Rich. I feel like she deserved it. Like, she was the cleanest. She gave you chair. She literally like followed directions and went.
Yeah, I agree. I thought Anya could have won it, but Sam definitely won this. It was very good, very clean.
And Susie too. Like, we're not gonna take away from my girl's illusions, but she was good. I thought she was also up there with Sam. Like, right.
Also, yet another minor face crack when Susie didn't win this challenge. It was the.
To be honest, like, of course, she's a theater queen, so she really thought she was gonna win, even for last episode. But you'll get another win, baby.
Yeah, you will. So then we find out that the bottom two queens are Corey King and Acacia Forgot, who end up lip syncing to "Wet Dreams" by Adam Lambert. And
which is that your husband?
That's my husband. That's my husband. What did you think of this lip sync?
Baby.
Poo poo caca.
Culo con caca.
It was one of the better lip syncs of the season.
Huh?
It was one of the better lip syncs of the season. That's nice.
Said who? Because I am glad that they put that on the episode, how Lydia told Corey, I told you should have glue your wig. That, to me, that was like, girl, what is going on with y'all now? This is like the third time a wig falling off in this same season. What's going on?
Girl, every episode, girls have lost shoes, garments, and hair. And I remember the last time this happened was season 4, when Milan would constantly take stuff off in lip syncs. And it got to the point where RuPaul yelled at the girls saying, keep your drag on, or don't lose your effing hair, something like that.
Yeah.
It got to the point where she said something to the girls, and the girls were like, oh! And so I'm like, where is this level of, Acacia also lost her shoes, I'm just noticing. She took her shoes off. She's flat foot.
Oh my God.
Girl.
Maybe that's why she lost.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why. Girl,
there's a lot of reasons, because Acacia was not giving for this lip sync. Yeah. Do you agree with the outcome that Acacia got sent home?
I do and I don't. If she would have stayed in her heels and would have done a little bit more, she could have been Corey, because I feel if you're professional, you make sure that your wig is glued on. We all had those moments, but you're on national TV.
Yep.
And I feel like that was the moment. If Akasha was doing better, she would have won.
Yeah.
But because she took off her shoes and she wasn't like giving the full experience, that's what she got sent home.
Yeah. And like, I agree with you, because in Untucked, Corey knew she was in the bottom. And Lydia, they show in Untucked that Lydia was like, hey, so is that wig going to be glued down when you go out there? And Corey was like, yeah, it is, yeah. And it 100% was not.
Right.
So I agree that Acacia should have gotten sent home, but for the 4th time this season, would have been okay with another double elimination.
I give you that.
Yeah. It did look like Corey wanted it more, and Corey had a lot more enthusiasm.
Right, no, and obviously, like, the bitch was going full on, giving you high kicks, duck walk, split, and everything. So I give it to her.
Yeah.
For me, it was just a wig falling off.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you this, probably as off screen, but that bitch is sickening. She did a whole motherfucking meme about her wig falling.
Yeah, she did.
And
it was so funny.
So that bitch is sickening, because at the end of the day, she is getting something out of it.
Yeah.
So you better work, Corey.
With that being said, that is our take on this episode of Season 17 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Thank you for tuning in to yet another episode of Tehnsion Talks, where we talk about the tensions of Season 17 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Now, before we go, Natsh Dwitches, where can they find you?
Oh my God, you can find me on Instagram, Nash_D_Witches_Venom. I know it's a little bit on lot, but I can tell you again, it's at Natsh_D_Witches_Venom. And Instagram, Facebook, Natsh Dwitches. And yeah, you can find me in those places.
Perfect.
Yeah.
With that being said, I want to say thank you for joining me today and being part of this lovely little series. I can't wait to see you in the next few weeks because we will be doing more shows together.
Yes. No, thank you for having me, bitch. I am very grateful and I love doing all of these things. And you know, we're here, girl. We're here to continue tell the tea.
You spill the tea, mama.
Mm-hmm. With the tensions.
With that being said, thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you so much. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help. Share it with your friends. If you agree with us, let us know. If you disagree with us, let us know.
But be nice.
Yeah,
please.
Well, I wasn't nice.
I always try to be.
Yeah. Be nice to her.
Yeah,
you can go in on what I said because I know what I said is going to make a lot of people mad this week. But with that being said, thank you so much. And we can't wait to see you next time. We're glad you got to see us and I'm glad we got to be seen.
Yeah, period. Have a great night.
Bye.